video review of the 1989 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle The Rat King figure. This is actually the real figure that came out in the late 80s, 1989 to be exact, because that's when it showed the episode of the Rat King's first appearance. But yeah, this is actually the Rat King, and let me first tell you this: the Rat King is my first favorite villain in the Ninja Turtles. I'll tell you why that is in a second. But the figure is it's pretty good, but it doesn't have much articulation. And it has he comes with these two weapons and a belt. But I'll get to those in a sec. I'm first gonna sorry, hold on a sec. I was holding the camera with my right hand the whole time. I'm gonna get these weapons off and the belt. So let me first talk about the color scheme on the Rat King. He has these green seaweed wrappings, I guess you could call them, around his head and around his nose and his chin too, and more wrappings around his neck. He's as you know in the show, the Rat King is homeless man who lives in the sewers like the turtles, and of course he lives with his squires, which are known as the rats. And his outfit is brown on the top, and on the bottom he has green and some brownish orange wrappings around his legs. He also has red hair, but there are actually some bald spots on him, 3 of them. I mean, I don't remember the Rat King having bald spots in the show, but that's not important. He also has some dog bones, I guess, some yellow bones on his chest and his arm, and yeah, I guess I should tell you this now. There are actually he actually has molted on rats on his rats all over him. Since he is the Rat King, he has these rats all over him, like one on his shoulder and on his back, and on his leg right here. What else is there? Well, I guess I'll show you the articulation on them already. Sorry about that. His head can rotate 360, and his arms can rotate all the way as well. They can only go forward and back. They can't go in and out or anything. And his oh yeah, he also has waist rotation. For some reason they can, oh never mind, it can go both ways. And yeah, his waist can go 360. I do like that. And his legs can also go forward and back as well as in and out. But that's really all he has in the legs. They don't bend or anything. And here's what I forgot to mention about the color. As you know from the show, the Rat King's pelvis has orange on it, but the figure has it all green, and I'm not sure why that is. I mean, this figure is kind of show accurate, but not a whole lot. I mean, I don't recall him having bones on his outfit. And here's what I almost forgot. He also has spiders all over him, like all over his legs and right here on his arm. Yeah, he has some molted spiders on him as well. I guess that's an okay addition to designing him. And I think he also has like a ripped spot on his pants, on his knee right here. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. He has red eyes, and that actually his face is actually rather freaky. It's kind of ugly. It's kind of wrinkled, and the Rat King didn't have red eyes until season 8, where he looks more meaner and wears a trench coat and hat. Unfortunately, this figure didn't come with that. Now for the weapons the Rat King comes with. Hold on, I'm trying to get him to stand up. Because he doesn't have much joints in the legs, it's kind of hard to get him to stand. Now for the weapons, the Rat King comes with this crossbow. Now originally there was supposed to be a white rat on top of this bow on the crossbow, but when I ordered this figure from eBay, so the white rat on the crossbow is missing. And there's a handle right here. You can attach it to either hand, and it does fit in pretty well. like that. I never recall the Rat King using a crossbow in the show, but that's no matter. And this other weapon right here. First of all, the Rat King doesn't come with his magic flute that controls the rats for some reason. But whatever this thing is, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what weapon it is. It's got this string on it, and these two rats on top. I suggest that it's a grappling hook because, well, it's shaped like one, and because it has this string right here. Yeah, you can actually swing it around, and yeah, I guess you can call this a grappling hook. But the Rat King never used these in the show either. He really should have came with his flute. That would have completed him. And the last thing, he has this weird belt, but actually it's not really a belt. You can see it's actually a snake. Right here you can see there's the head of a snake, and yeah, that's actually what this belt is. And hanging from the snake, there's also like this dead cat, I guess, as well as some blocks of cheese and some knives on it. And it's a little bit hard to attach around him, like to get to attach the belt on. The peg in the hole is right here. If I can just I have to keep moving the belt around until I can. Well, I do have the belt on now, though I don't think it's attached completely, but so yeah, these are the accessories that the Rat King comes with. Now yeah, like I said, the Rat King is my favorite villain because he controls rats, including Splinter. And speaking of which, I don't have the 80 Splinter figure, but I bet he can actually put the 2012 Splinter under his control. He doesn't come with his flute, but I guess his red eyes can do that too. Though he's not really telepathic, unlike the 2012 Rat King. But yeah, I already took I actually got the 2012 Rat King first. I got that one from Toys R Us, and I'm gonna review that one next. I already took some pictures of him and him controlling Splinter, having him join his rat army. But I'm not gonna go off track right here. This Rat King is an okay figure, even though it doesn't have much articulation and it doesn't come with his flute. But yeah, let me first tell you this. I almost forgot. When I always get excited to watch an episode that has the Rat King because, well, first of all, when I saw his first appearance called Enter the Rat King, I always get excited when he puts Splinter under his control and makes him turn against the turtles. Yeah, watching the Rat King control Splinter is always very exciting to watch, until the turtles eventually snap him out of it. But that's still good. I do always like episodes with the Rat King, considering he's my first favorite villain. If you're wondering who my second favorite villain is, that's actually another story, because he's from a different TMNT show. The Rat King did appear in the 2003 show, and but I'll mention that one again in my 2012 Rat King review. So well, I guess that's all there is to say. I will have more to say in my 2012 Rat King review, but I do hope you liked this one. If you had the Rat King figure in 1989, I do hope you enjoyed playing with him, as well as when you play with him, you pretend that he's controlling Splinter. But yeah, I guess that's all there is to say about the Rat King figure from 1989. So now I'll see you later, and for the next review, it's going to be the Rat King from the 2000.